Eine weitere Folge geht voran mit Story-Analysis und Charttext lässt sich vielleicht leicht von den Frauen ablenken. Leicht. Aber come on. Schaut euch die Folge an, ihr werdet verstehen, okay? Damit willkommen zu einer weiteren Folge von Genshin Impact. Fuck, falsches Spiel. Richtige Company, aber falsches Spiel. Heuerwurst natürlich. Nee, nicht Heuerwurst. Honkai Starway. Fuck. Oh ja. Heute weiter mit der einen Low-Fu-Quest jetzt, die sich hier nach BenQ abspielt. Und wir haben letztes Mal so jemand angetroffen von so den anderen Schiffen von der Allianz und alles so. Und generell läuft das hier alles gerade so auf die Vorbereitung für so eine Kampfzeremonie, die sehr, sehr wichtig ist für Low-Fu und deren Tradition. Oh. Oh ja. Es gab ein paar Komplikationen natürlich schon. Ja.
But I am trying to reason with you here.
Es gibt ein paar Komplikationen, wie ihr hört. Also, let's go.
That toxic voice sounds familiar. Haven't I heard it before in Arum Alley?
Maybe?
You know what? This isn't my first time dealing with the Skyfaring Commission. I can handle your unreasonable ways. But straight up snatching IPC cargo, isn't that going a bit too far?
Just as I've said it many times already. Once we've inspected the cargo and completed the security check, you can be on your way. Is there something wrong with your ears, or is it just your brain?
Damn.
I'm hearing you loud and clear. I'm thinking clear. And my answer is crystal clear. Not a chance.
Oh, das wird sich noch lange ziehen, ha?
Keep detaining my cargo and I'll file a complaint directly with your general.
Hab ich da gerade einen Hund bellen hören?
You jerk. Who are you calling a dog? Wait. Why are you here? Staying on the Xianzhou, are you? What terrible luck. Wherever you go, disasters aren't far behind.
Oh boy. Ich bereue nicht, den Hund genannt zu
Aren't you
haben.
the guest from the Astral Express? What brings you and Yanqing to the Artisanship Commission?
Ich hörte, dass ihr Ärger habt.
They're in trouble? No, it's me. I'm the one in trouble.
Ach, halt's Maul.
Looks like you've met this IPC worker before. I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing.
Ich kann mich nicht an ihn erinnern, um ehrlich zu sein. Ich weiß nicht, ob das entweder früh war schon ein Spiel oder ich auf Alzheimer generell habe.
What's going on here?
As you know, this IPC transport ship was attacked by the Borisin and rescued by the Juming's diplomatic ship. Then the Cloud Knights were instructed to bring it back to the dock for repairs and inspections. And this is Mr. Scott, the person in charge of this transport ship.
Yippie.
So, you're Scott. I've heard her mention you. Weren't you kicked off the Lawfu before? Why did you come back?
Ich glaube, das war eine Sidequest,
Like
aber ich kann mich nicht mehr erinnern.
back. I thought I'd just dock at the harbor for repairs and leave this forsaken place for good. Little did I know, as soon as the ship entered the harbor, a bunch of Cloud Knights showed up and snatched all our cargo from the hold.
What do you mean by snatched? I've told you a million times. It's a security check.
Vor allem wegen rezenten Events macht das noch mehr Sinn.
Then why did you bring the cargo to the Artisanship Commission? You even brought in some shady craftsmen. It's obvious you're trying to steal the IPC's patented technology.
Sie würden es nicht wissen, wenn du es erwähnt hättest, du Idiot.
Listen here. Firstly, the Skyfaring Commission detected dangerous items that could possibly be weapons in your cargo hold. That's why they called me here, to double check. Secondly, where the heck did you get the idea that I'm a shady craftsman?
Even if there are dangerous items, what do they have to do with you? It's not even being shipped to the Lawfu. We'll just fix the ship and be on our way. We won't unload our cargo here.
Idiot! Auch wenn es nicht das Endziel ist, du gehst aber durch die Allianz, auch wenn nur kurz. Und natürlich wollen sie dann abchecken. Und wegen rezenten Events macht das sogar noch mehr Sinn, dass sie auf Vorsicht gehen. Du Hund! So.
But you'll have to stay in the port for several days
Voilà.
before your ship is repaired and you can take off again.
Ein Grund
How
mehr.
can we just leave unchecked items sitting here?
I understand, but we don't need to disassemble the cargo if it's just a security check, right?
Nicht auseinandernehmen, nein. Einfach
In
schauen.
most cases, we don't. However, our scans discovered that the cargo doesn't only contain machinery, but also some substance that resembles biological tissue.
Okay, das ist weird, ja.
Biological tissue? Does this crate contain living things?
Ja, das ist verdächtig.
I'm afraid we'll need to wait for the Alchemy Commission for further confirmation. In any case, according to our regulations, we need to unseal one of the crates for further examination. But this IPC specialist has been hindering us on the grounds of patent secrecy.
Darf ich ihn bitte mit dem
The
Baseballschläger
Alliance's
zusammenschlagen?
regulations on biological products are very strict. Without further inspection, there is no way for the Skyfaring Commission to release the cargo.
Oh, really? Fine. If anyone lays a finger on that shipment, they'll have me to deal with. It doesn't matter if it's mechanical or biological. It's none of your business. I'm filing a complaint against the Skyfaring Commission's ridiculous regulations.
This Mr. Scott seems stubborn and difficult to persuade. Honestly, I really don't want to have a vicious confrontation with the IPC.
Darf ich? Nun, ich hätte schon die eine oder andere, wie man Scott überzeugen könnte.
I heard how you helped Armee. The IPC representative back then was Mr. Scott, right? Since you've dealt with him before, it looks like I'll have to rely on you again.
Kein
What are
Problem.
you guys whispering about over there? Just hurry up and give us back our cargo.
Okay. Also es gab so eine Machtquest im der auch um Ali. Vielleicht ist die gemeint mit Scott. Ich weiß halt, ich bin wieder ein bisschen durchgeflogen. Nein! Nein! Ach nö. Was ist das hier? Obwohl, Beginn der
As I
Verhandlung.
recall, this guy won't listen to reason and can only be persuaded with intimidation. But he does seem to follow rules to some
Okay, ich dachte kurz, es wären
Let's use that
Debatten
against
wieder. Aber das wirkt mir ein bisschen wie Dings bei Chloe aus Life is Strange, wenn sie ihre Special Ability zum Argumentieren benutzen musste.
Speaking of regulations,
Ich fand's immer ziemlich
we have
schlecht da
our
drin,
own
also.
laws and regulations too.
Äh.
According to Article 4 of the Cienjo Alliance IPC Trade Consensus, the Alliance and IPC shall never infringe on each other's intellectual property rights.
Okay. Vorschläge auf... Verlegenheit
I
bringen.
didn't expect to see you again, Mr. Scott. We had
Wie hat sie da...
fun in Arum Alley last time. It seems our paths are destined to cross once more.
Wie passiv-aggressiv.
Stop pretending we're friends. If I could actually beat you, I'd punch you in the face. So, are you guys gonna resolve this problem? Or are you just gonna let this clown put on a show here?
Okay, jetzt reicht.
Let's just pretend we don't know her, Don Hung.
Mach es lieber.
Even if we set aside the secrecy of intellectual property, these prototypes built by the Intelligentsia Guild are incredibly valuable, beyond your wildest imagination. If anything goes wrong, you won't be able to pay for it even with your lives.
Statt sogar mit der einfach gleich zur alten Gewalt. Yes!
I've got a brilliant idea. I'll just smash everything with my bat, and then you can hire someone to assess the damage. That way, your cargo won't need any inspection, right?
Calm down. The General wants us to handle this peacefully.
Ach man.
So, this is the great idea you came up with? Fine. Why don't you just step over my lifeless body?
Gerne.
Besides, the cargo on this transport vessel belongs to the Intelligentsia Guild. If you want to inspect the cargo, shouldn't you at least call in a member of the Intelligentsia Guild to be present?
Weitere Beziehung aufzeigen, ja?
I'm pretty tight with Dr. Ratio from the Intelligentsia Guild. Almost like family. Doesn't that make me practically a member of the Intelligentsia Guild too?
What's all this nonsense?
Keine Ahnung, ich bin
Even if
schlecht
you
in
were
so etwas.
married to him, you still couldn't represent the Intelligentsia Guild.
Mann, ich bin schlecht in so etwas, ich hab's ja gesagt.
All right, that's enough. I'm not going to repeat myself 100 times. I thought you were reasonable and civilized, but now it seems you Cienjo folks just don't understand the basics of business. We've signed a confidentiality and security agreement with the Intelligentsia Guild, and if we breach it, we'll have to pay a hefty sum. Even if we sold the souls of every employee in the marketing development department on this planet, it still wouldn't be enough to cover the costs. Listen up, kid. I don't mind delaying this transport for a few more days. Once the engines are repaired, our ship will leave immediately, and you won't have any reason to inspect the cargo.
If that's the case, I can assure you the Cloud Knights won't let your ship leave.
Oh, really? Then you'll receive a ton of complaints from the Intelligentsia Guild and the IPC's Marketing Development Department. You're too young. I don't think you understand the chaos your rash decision will cause.
Since you put it that way, Mr. Scott, I'll take it as your agreement to the inspection procedure.
Nice.
Now,
Warum will ich ihn einfach als erstes dran lassen?
Ah, not so fast, you little brat. According to the IPC regulations, I have the right to arm myself and protect the property of my transport ship.
Darf ich ihn eigentlich zusammenschlagen?
I thought you were reasonable and civilized. But now, it seems the IPC just wants to play by its own rules. My apologies, Mr. Scott.
Stop him, guys! For the Amber Lord! For the Amber Lord!
Obwohl, ich bin nicht so wütend darüber, dass ich verkackt habe mit dem Verhandeln. Das hier gefällt mir schon eher.
Boom.
Zack.
Another journey begins. Destined for oblivion.
Zack und Ult. Und adios. Das war's. So ist Gott.
Get up, all of you! Why is the IPC even paying you? You're a bunch of losers!
Bitte, Baseballschläger, bitte.
Just be grateful that that little brat showed you mercy. At least your staff aren't seriously injured.
Wer redet denn jetzt?
How do you IPC cronies have the audacity to fight Cloud Knights? You practically assaulted law enforcement officers.
Ist das die eine, wo vorhin, nicht vorhin, also letzte Folge erwähnt wurde, dass sie den General gleich antreffen würden, nachdem sie einen kleinen Abflug woanders hin macht?
Another one? Who the heck are you?
I may be a bit late, but the good news is I'm here now.
Sag dich mal, wer ist das? Cutscene? Fragezeichen? Okay.
Allow me to introduce
pretty.
myself. I'm Lingsha,
Lingsha,
Culture
voilà.
Master and head of the Alchemy Commission on the Law Food.
Leiterin. Hat sie 11 verloren?
Could she be?
Yeah, she's the new Cauldron Master assigned here from the Xianzhou Juming.
Die sieht halt richtig pretty aus. Problem ist, sie hat schon einerseits 11 nur und damit hat man mich instant. Also ich bin da direkt abgelenkt, da bin ich ganz ehrlich.
I received a report from the Artisanship Commission about cargo containing samples of unknown organisms. It said they needed help from the Alchemy Commission. I had nothing better to do, so I came myself.
Oh boy.
It's fine, Mr. Scott. If you really don't want your cargo to be inspected, it doesn't matter.
Ah, wir kommen doch nicht weg wahrscheinlich dann.
It doesn't matter? How can you say that?
Die ist noch nicht fertig,
Why
oder?
are you being so nice all of a sudden? Well, since you're not going to check it, I'll take this crate and be on my way. Is that okay with everyone?
Yeah, sure. Why should I object? Not only this sample, but all the goods on the transport ship are yours to keep. Like I said, we won't inspect them.
Wait a minute!
Was hat sie vor?
Well, that's more like it. If only the young displayed a more reasonable attitude, we could have sidestepped that altercation just now.
Wer hat als erstes seine Truppen auf uns geschmissen, hm?
Our ship will leave in a few days once the engines are repaired.
Your ship can leave whenever you want. But I'm afraid I can't say the same for your cargo.
Tada!
According to the import and export regulation signed between the Xianzhou and IPC, all biological shipments can only leave the port when they have confirmed to be of no threat, or when all biological activity expires. Since we can't determine if your shipment is safe for the environment, I guess we'll have to wait for its biological activity to expire. Let me check the previous cases.
Ja.
Normally, it'll only take around 47 star calendar years.
Damn.
Only 47 years?
Why so surprised? You're still young and full of energy. I'm pretty sure you'll live a few more decades. Have some confidence in yourself.
Ich mag sie.
Typical of a long-life species, your words are dripping with sarcasm. While you may not care about time, I do. I'll be demanding double compensation from the Skyfaring Commission for every minute wasted.
Ja, wie willst du durchkommen? Dann werden die genau die gleichen Regeln vorlesen.
Sure thing, Mr. Scott. You seem pretty confident that your career and life will last long enough to witness this victory unfold.
Habe ich nur das Gefühl, dass die Musik ein bisschen zu laut. Ich mach die mal lieber auf 8.
Step aside, guys. Let them do the inspection.
Danke.
But, Mr. Scott...
Come on, we're already in enough trouble. Just let them do the security inspection. And if needed, I can always grovel before the Intelligentsia Guild later. I'm just using my head for what it's apparently good for, right?
Wenigstens hast du mal ausnahmsweise ein einsehen. Ich muss reindrücken. Ich muss.
Well, honestly, at least you're not as annoying as that woman. Just get on with the inspection. Don't act all chummy with me now that you've got your way.
This lady is really something else.
Mhm. Oh, what the fuck?
Is this the IPC product?
Listen up. Any damages caused by inspections will be filed with the IPC.
Turn it off.
Oh boy, here we go. Ja. Wird schon checken. Okay. Ja, das ist nicht fair, dass ich die nicht heilen konnte.
World-cleansing dragon.
Okay, aber die Elemente sind sehr, sehr gut ausgefallen für mich. Aua.
The strength.
Stand still. Destined for oblivion.
Zack. Und jetzt voll rein.
It too shall fall.
You don't look so good.
Do not fret.
So.
May as well kill them all.
Sent a storm. Heaven's search.
Machen wir mal die volle Ladung.
Stand still.
Zack, und wir haben es. Easy. Das ging eigentlich.
Were you seriously planning to leave this stuff unchecked at the dock for days? That's way too dangerous.
Yep.
I had no idea about it. You must have accidentally triggered the cargo's defense program.
Wie denn? Wir haben es angefasst, mal nicht.
I don't think trying to shift the blame is a wise choice.
Yep.
But seriously, I don't know why that thing suddenly started moving. I swear on the Amber Lord.
Oh boy.
Enough. Miss Shikwe, please escort our IPC guests to the Skyfaring Commission.
I'm on it. Please follow me, Mr. Scott.
Oh Mann, Alter. Das ist ein Ding, aber.
Our preliminary inspection shows that there is indeed hidden biological tissues inside. Just like the craftsman feared. I can't even tell if it's ingenium or biological in nature.
Oder ein Cyborg? Warum sagst du das?
The core of this device is what they call wetware in industry slang. To put it simply, this machine operates with a kind of biological nerve as its control center.
Okay.
I'll take some samples for the alchemist to analyze and figure out where the biological tissue comes from.
Why would the Intelligentsia Guild use such unethical technology? Perhaps they're trying to create a new weapon?
Maybe?
Whatever the reason is, it's probably why the Borison attacked the ship.
Vielleicht ist es ja
No wonder the
Borins,
IPC were trying to obstruct our
biologischer Stoff.
inspection. I'll contact the Ten Lords Commission and ask the judges to come and give their final verdict on this. According to our rules, all prisoners and weapons involving dangerous creatures must be taken to the shackling prison for further sentencing. After all, it's the safest place on the Luofu. As for you, Mr. Craftsman, please go with the Cloud Knights and explain the situation to the judge.
Nach einer Weile ging jeder seiner Wege. Okay.
I had a feeling that the IPC members would cause trouble, but I didn't think they'd be this tricky. Thanks for your help, Miss Linksha.
Ja.
I should thank you for saving my life. Your sword skills were impressive. Taking down that big guy.
Okay, das heißt, sie ist keine Kämpferin per se direkt und ist wahrscheinlich auch dementsprechend in ihrem Gameplay wahrscheinlich Support oder irgendwas so, will ich mal annehmen.
I thought the General's retainers were all burly martial masters. I didn't expect Yanqing to be so...
Jung?
Yeah, exactly. He's young and talented. As for you, you must be the guests from the Astral Express, right? Saving the Luofu from that crisis. It's so impressive.
It wasn't a big deal. Really.
It's still early, so why don't we get some tea at the Alchemy Commission? We can discuss your suggestions for revitalizing the commission.
Okay.
I'd be happy to accept your invitation.
And you three are coming too, right?
Okay. Dann geht's in die Achum-Allee. Ja, und da hinten dann. Gesang der Klingen, Untergang der Armee. Okay, was ist der Titel?
All these years, and the view at the Alchemy Commission hasn't changed a bit. The tides come and go, but the ancient sea remains the same. For us Vidyadhara, there's nothing more nostalgic than our homeland.
You're a Luofu native, Miss Linksha?
Klingt so.
Yes, I grew up here, listening to the sound of waves while researching prescriptions with my mentors and peers at the Alchemy. It's
Oh, sorry.
kind of sad, isn't it? Everything changes but somehow remains familiar. Just like you, Don Hung, I traveled far from home, and now I've returned. Seeing the familiar scenery brings back a hint of nostalgia.
The view here would be even better without the ambrosial arbor.
Oh, really? I think that towering tree looks pretty impressive.
Even if it's impressive, it's a plague mark. The Xianzhou have been fighting abominations for thousands of years. And now that the ambrosial arbor has been reborn, it's only natural for everyone to feel uneasy.
Ja.
Well, once a seed is planted, no matter how long it takes, it'll eventually sprout and bear fruit.
Ja.
In my humble opinion, the rebirth of the ambrosial arbor and the resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were inevitable. The seed was already planted when the ancestors of the Xianzhou sought immortality.
Wir kommen auf einmal auf so ein ernstes Thema.
My bad. Well, since you went through the entire ambrosial arbor crisis firsthand, Dan Hung and Lieutenant Yanqing, I'd like to discuss something with you.
What would you like to discuss, Miss Linksha?
I was lucky enough to be chosen by the Alliance to come in and clean up all the old grime in the Alchemy Commission.
Okay.
Honestly, the Alchemy Commission is riddled with problems and has reached a point where fixing it seems impossible. I'm looking to remedy this problem, but was wondering if you could provide any insights.
Well, even though I'm a Vidyadharan like you, I'm an outsider, just like my companions here. I can't really say much about a remedy, but I do have a piece of advice, Miss Linksha.
Lass hören.
The Vidyadhara and the Alchemy Commission on the Luofu have always been intricately connected. If you cannot distance yourself from these ties, Miss Linksha, changing the situation within the Alchemy Commission may be quite challenging.
I may not know about politics, but I do know that the disciples of Sanctus Medicus have been operating within the Alchemy Commission for years. If you're determined to root them out, maybe you should discuss it with the General.
I see. Thank you for your valuable insights. While the Lux Arrow from the Rainbow possesses unparalleled power to sever the ambrosial arbor, it can't sever mortals' desire to prolong their existence. Just like how the Cloud Knights can eliminate the remnants of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, but are unable to calm the hearts and minds of the people within the Alchemy Commission. Our Xianzhou forebears knew this well, and that's why they entrusted the duty of guarding the roots of the arbor to the Vidyadhara. However, the Vidyadhara are still only mortal beings.
Ja.
30 years ago, my mentor served as Alchemy Commission's Cauldron Master. She recognized the emerging undercurrents and sought to cleanse the source of the disturbance.
Aber.
Unfortunately, even though she was skilled in the art of healing, she didn't understand the human heart or how to eliminate the sickness lurking within the depths of the Alchemy Commission. In the end, she was framed and exiled to the Juming. I was also implicated and had to leave the Luofu. And guess who arbitrated the case and handed down the sentence? None other than General Jing Yuan himself.
Okay.
What?
You heard it right. The ones responsible for the corruption in the Alchemy Commission are not just the remnants of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, but even the Divine Foresight himself.
I mean, perfekt ist er natürlich nicht. Ne, macht ja Sinn.
Alas, why is your face turning pale, Yanqing?
Weil er wahrscheinlich ein bisschen als Idiot ansieht.
Don't worry about it. I understand that when someone holds a position of power, they may sometimes have to make tough decisions. I won't hold any personal grudges against him. Besides, at our age, holding personal grudges is a luxury we can't afford.
Lingsha, you're back! I've been waiting ages for you.
Er ist sehr wieder erfreut. Wir alle. Sie auch nicht.
Why aren't you with your grandpa? What brings you to the Alchemy Commission? Well, let me take this opportunity to introduce you to Yanqing.
Yeah.
What a small world. You stole my sword! Give it back!
I see. Let's skip the introduction part then.
Ich nehme das der Running Gag sein, dass die immer Dings so vorgestellt
Why
haben.
do I keep bumping into you? Are you stalking me or something?
Of course not. Unlike you, Miss Yunli, I have important things to take care of. You, on the other hand, seem to have all the time in the world to wander around without returning my sword.
Grandpa used to say that a sword reflects its master. I talked to your sword, and it told me that you've been distracted. You hesitate when you should strike, and you struggle to stay calm when your sword is unsheathed. Now that I see you again, I realize your sword was right. It wasn't me who took your sword. It was you who lost focus.
Oh boy.
Do you really expect me to believe that nonsense? I've been taking it easy on you because you're a guest from the Juming, but you're not taking the hint. Don't people from the Juming know you're supposed to return what you've borrowed?
Just look at this flying sword. Even if I gave it back to you now, it'd just be taken away again in a few hours. You know the Cloud Knight saying, a Cloud Knight must never let slip their weapon. Yes? Well, sure, I can give it back to you now, but on the battlefield, that's a whole different story.
Aber das ist ein Yanqings Problem.
Fine! You don't have to give it back, because I'll take it back myself!
Ich muss es drücken. Auch wenn ich gerade eigentlich die jüngste Person bin, in angesehen von meiner Neugeburt vom Anfang der Story. Junge Leute sind immer so impulsiv.
Between these two, who do you think is tougher? Don't get me wrong, I'm just curious.
Dann kann ich sich denken, Alter, die Leute.
Get ready to separate them.
It is my first day at the Alchemy Commission. A brawl is definitely not how I imagined celebrating it.
Well, since you don't approve, I won't draw my sword here.
Oh boy.
I didn't mean it in that way. Since you've already drawn your swords, you'd be disappointed if you didn't get to test one another, right?
Oh boy.
I've received reports that the delves near the Alchemy Commission are still infested with abominations. Seems like my predecessors left quite a mess. So, if you two want to determine who's better, why not focus on them instead of each other?
Okay.
Clearing out some abominations? Sounds boring.
It's the Cloud Knight's duty to eliminate those abominations. You don't have to ask me twice, Miss Lingsha. I'll help you get rid of them.
Das schade, wenn er es jetzt gesagt hat, ich werde sie auch machen.
Oh, you think you're the only one who knows how to behave? If Lingsha needs anything, I'll gladly draw my sword and help her out.
It's so heartwarming to see both of you being so sweet and caring. So then, shall we get going?
Gehen wir. Oh boy.
Ever since the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were eradicated, their experimental abominations have been festering here. If you want a contest, I'll be the referee. The one who kills the most abominations within 15 minutes wins.
Okay.
Lingsha, as always, you're still an expert in making unpaid work sound so noble and grand.
Yeah.
It's for your own good, little Yunli. While you desire to compete against each other, I don't want to see either of you getting hurt.
That's really thoughtful of you, Cauldron Master.
So, are you both ready?
Oh boy, here we go. Wechsel. Okay. Ich muss Dings hier eingehen.
Looks like my Let me say it again. So be careful when you draw your swords.
Can we...
Okay, es geht jetzt los. Okay. Ups. Hallo. Ult.
Can you block?
Ja, schön. Aha, schön. Kann ich mal Ult drücken.
Time to say bye. Boom.
Ah, so.
Strike with heart.
Zack. Und der erste ist down.
I didn't expect someone who can't even hold on to a sword to actually have some skill.
Oh boy. Die sucht wirklich Stresser.
Another journey begins.
Zack, Ult.
Stand still.
Also bisher sind wir sehr weit vorne.
It too shall fall. Relax.
Let me tend your wounds.
Didn't hurt.
Time for swordplay. Blade
Zack.
and flight.
Through clouds.
Okay, nice.
May as well kill them all.
Wie lange wird das hier noch gehen?
Good times. Time to say bye. Boom.
Moment.
Stand still.
How many can you block? Strike with heart.
Need a doctor?
Relax.
So, Ult wieder. Bin auch wieder da.
Never last. Time to say bye. Boom.
Alter, wie viel denn noch? Also langsam fängt es an ein bisschen it's welcome. It's
Stand still.
oh, it's staying. It's welcome, really.
Practice is over. Swords descend.
Relax. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. That's half the work. Destined for oblivion. Say bye to breathing. Stand
Das
still.
bitte die letzten? Okay, nee, jetzt lassen wir es einfach laufen. Nee, also jetzt überzieht sich ein bisschen.
Boom.
Es reicht.
Blade and flight.
Relax. Stand still. I weep for
Sind das die letzten? Ich hoffe mal. Danke. Hat sich ein bisschen gezogen am Ende.
You got lucky.
Why
Ausreden.
don't you just give me back my sword, sincerely apologize, and then go cry your eyes out to your grandpa? Consider yourself lucky that I'm not interested in your rusty sword, as I don't have the nasty habit of snatching other people's weapons.
All you did was chop down a few monsters. Don't get carried away with yourself.
Es juckt ihn ja nicht um die Monster, er wirft sein fucking Schwert zurück. Das macht absolut Sinn.
If you think you can just take this sword from my hand, go ahead and try.
Oh. Ach du Scheiße. Und jetzt werden sie gestoppt. Oh! Damn, okay! Ah, falsch, schau. Die sagt er am Banner. Alter!
Well fought, my young friends.
Damn!
However, both of
Oder?
you have shortcomings. One of you focuses on dodging and weaving, while the other relies on brute strength, trying to take down targets with a single strike. Both of your
Who are you?
Me? I'm just a patient seeking medicine from the Alchemy Commission. A passerby, if you will. I
so
thought
pretty.
I'd see my fill of impressive fights during the war dance. Yet here I am, able to witness a remarkable fight at the Alchemy Commission, of all places. Well, the Lawfu is never short of surprises. However, I have a small suggestion for you. Why don't you settle this dispute fair and square in the war dances ring? That way, you can resolve your differences with a proper duel and put your grudges behind you.
Habe ich schon gedacht, als ob das hinausläuft.
Grudges? No, not at all. Yunli and we were just sparring.
Mhm.
Sparring? You summoned your flying swords and she swung her sword with full strength. No grudges between you. I don't believe it.
Aha! What brings you here, Lady Fei Xiao?
Fei Xiao,
Have you
okay.
finished your health consultation with the Dragon Lady?
Fei Xiao? Grandpa always talks about you. Could it be that you're...
The Merlin's Claw of the Xianzhou Yaoqing?
Ah, die Merlinskralle, okay.
Looks like I'm quite famous on the Xianzhou Lawfu, too.
Of course. Everyone has heard of the Vanquishing General. Known to all and unbeknown to none.
Vanquishing General? Isn't that title a bit too narcissistic? I don't like it.
Bescheiden auch noch dazu.
Ooh, I heard there's a dozing general on the Lawfu, so I came up with a humble nickname for myself. The Lacking General. Lacking in worries, regrets, and rivals.
Der Zwinker, Alter.
Sounds much better, right?
Und der dosende General bezieht Steffi auch Dings.
Yeah, that's a befitting title that sounds both humble and impressive. Now that the sparring session is over, Yanqing and Yunli, shouldn't you politely thank General Fei Xiao for her guidance and bury the hatchet?
Here's your sword. Keep it safe. Or it might get taken away again.
Okay.
By the way, we haven't settled the score yet. I'll defeat you fair and square next time we fight.
Das hat sich mal vorerst geklärt. Oh je.
This is how she apologizes? Now that I finally got my sword back, I should report to the seat of divine foresight. I'll take my leave, General Fei Xiao. Oh, by the way, Miss Linksha, if you've got some free time, I'd like to invite you to the Seat of Divine Foresight for a chat with General Jing Yuan. I think there's more to those personal grudges you mentioned earlier.
Okay.
Thanks for stepping in, General Feischau. Otherwise, I'd have had to knock them out with my incense.
Habe ich mir gedacht, dass sie sonst eingegriffen hätte.
Not at all. Just doing what you asked. How about we call it even as payment for the healer lady's consultation?
Sorry, but even a general needs to pay their bills. We don't do credit here. And let's not forget, you'd have been waiting decades for a chance to see the Dragon Lady if it weren't for me.
Well, you can always send the bill to the Seat of Divine Foresight and say it's for mentoring those kids. After all, it was quite the effort splitting them up. I nearly had to get tough. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to find a spot and get some fresh air.
Augenblick später spaziert Fleischer gemächlich zum alten Meeresufer und wartet. Okay. Ah, die beiden.
Back already? You've met with Jing Yuan and wandered around for a few hours. So, what do you think?
Und jetzt?
It appears that the Divine Foresight is using this war dance as a show of strength to convince everyone that the Luofu is prospering after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis.
But... I know you're going to say but, right?
But the influx of people attending the war dance is like a breeding ground for disorder and rumors. One wrong move, and the Luofu could be in a world of chaos.
Oh boy.
The Cloud Knights on the streets remain vigilant, so at the very least, General Jing Yuan is aware of this. As for other matters, I'm unable to say.
I'd prefer to be excused from future meetings with generals. I'm just a military healer. And now all of a sudden I'm thrust onto the center stage having cordial chats with two generals?
My work doesn't lend itself to being in the limelight either.
Ja, das merkt man auch von deinem Gewand.
Just stop whining. At least you're in one piece, right?
What? Sorry.
Before getting in touch with General Jing Yuan, I wanted to put aside my assumptions and see his momentum. That includes the overall bearing of the Cloud Knights on the street, what people are saying, and how those close to him behave.
The might of an army dwells not within its pawns, but within the force of its collective momentum. Recognizing this fact reveals the true measure of power. Thanks for enlightening me, General.
A perfectly clear statement turned confusing thanks to your translation. You've made me lose where I was now. Anyway, this is how I operate in battle, so you might as well get used to it.
Are you treating General Jing Yuan as your enemy?
Jein?
The longest-serving general of the Xianzhou Luofu. Do you think he'd have only a few enemies?
Ja, das ist interessant, ja.
By the way, General, you met the healer lady, yes? Could you show me the medicine she prescribed you?
Ja, wahrscheinlich dazu lernen, ne?
Well, the healer lady couldn't do anything about my condition. She just told me to enjoy some tasty food.
Das klingt nach Bailu.
So not even the famed healer lady could help?
Ne, ich frag mich mal, was sie hat.
Don't worry. I'll fulfill my promise and find a way to cure you. Actually, I've found some leads.
Well, life and death, Jiao Chou. It's all predetermined. Upon starting my military career, I made a pledge that the rest of my life would be dedicated to being the Xianzhou spearhead, hunting down the abominations of abundance till the end of my days. As long as I can fulfill that deep-seated desire, I don't care how long I live.
Schöner Shot, ey.
You asked if I view General Jing Yuan as my enemy. No. My real enemy has always been myself.
Interessant.
enjoy some tasty food. So, what's for dinner tonight?
Er stellt die richtigen Fragen.
Jeez. You really know how to read the room, don't you?
You guys figure it out for yourselves. I'm due to catch up with an old war friend I've not seen for quite a long time.
Oh, Yukong, maybe? In der Zwischenzeit kehren Yang Ching und Kara zum erhabenen Heiligtum zurück.
Hey! Was that the Yao Qing general who just dropped in out of nowhere? Oh, she's so awesome.
Mhm.
I mean, when Yun Li swung that massive sword, she just casually blocked her attack with ease.
Aber wirklich, ne?
Mine too.
Yep.
Yeah. But to go up against Yun Li is quite impressive, you know? That aura of heroism and grace. It almost makes me want to learn Xianzhou swordplay. You think so too, right?
Oh boy, jetzt kommt er nochmal. Ja, die General ist wirklich außergewöhnlich.
I agree. General Fei Xiao is indeed impressive.
I was actually hoping you'd give Yanqing some praise.
Sorry!
Thanks for the kind words, Miss March. The war dance is coming up, and I've been chosen to represent the Cloud Knights in the ceremony. I've had my fair share of defeats lately, and even though I know there are always more skilled sword masters out there, seeing General Fei Xiao's skills today has made me feel a bit uneasy again.
Ja, there's levels to this, ja.
Don't underestimate yourself. After all, generals won't fight in the ring
Oh, das
during
wäre
the
so
war dance.
cool.
Just remember the state of mind you had when you single-handedly took on me and Blade,
Fair.
putting life and death aside. With that mindset, you can prevail against most challengers.
Ja, hat sich gut gehalten, ja.
I see. Thanks for the advice, Master Danheng. By the way, now that today's events are over, General Jing Yuan wants to invite all of you to the Seat of Divine Foresight. He has something important to discuss.
Okay. Was Wichtiges?
I bet it's about how to deal with the generals from the Yao Qing and the Zhu Ming.
Mhm.
I really don't want to get caught up in grown-up games so soon. I just hope Generals Fei Xiao and Huaiyan can see the truth. We don't need any more chaos on the Luofu before the war dance.
Yep. Da stimme ich dir zu. Aber okay, das machen wir dann, glaube ich, nächstes Mal. Also, das wird sehr interessant. Es ist schade, dass wahrscheinlich bei der Kampfzeremonie, dieses Kampfkunstzeremonie, keine Generäle gegeneinander antreten, weil ich würde nur liebend gerne sehen, wie ein Kampf zwischen zwei Generälen aussehen würde. Oder direkt einfach alle für einfach einen Haufen, das wäre so cool. Aber wir werden wahrscheinlich die einen oder anderen General sehr aktiv hier in der Quest sehen und wahrscheinlich sogar im Kampf involviert haben, weil irgendetwas wird schief gehen. Irgendetwas braut sich da hinter den Kulissen zusammen. Aber ja, dann danke ich fürs Zuschauen. Ich hoffe, es hat euch gefallen und bis dann tief in des Internets. Bye, bye!